Seems to have lost those of my little stands. You guys can go in this one. Hello, everyone. So, excuse me for coughing. No one needs that. There we go. Right, you guys are in. There we go. All right. And then TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn and Facebook, you guys are now live. Now I'm trying to find the other one for Insta. But welcome. So if you've got some questions, you can put them in the chat, and we'll come around to them in a second. And business, and there we go. I might be able to put you guys here. Right, bang. So, all right. Someone just said they don't like my hair. Oh no, you're joking. What was that? First question. 1990s called and they won your awful sales training back. Oh no. BB buzzer. No. Profile picture. Oh no. You don't like me. I'm shocked. Some other guy said, first question. What does your barber do for a living? I didn't done my hair, you lunatic. Literally just how my hair looks. 45. I don't need my hair. So we're all good. All right. So hopping into it anyway. So in case you're not sure what is going on, each week we're getting on it for a little bit of time and doing a little live Q&A. So we've got at the moment TikTok. You guys are here. Hello, nice to see you. Instagram, you're on this one. And then you guys here, you're on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, if I remember that rightly. So I'm sort of just setting this all up. But if you get any questions about sales, selling, business, questions you've got, we are doing what we can on these little lives. And the reason we're all a bit randomly structured is if I get a call, which I don't need to do, it normally leaves me with a window of about half an hour, 40 minutes. But I have cleared through my diary. So if I don't have a lot of stuff to do, I will then hop on and do a live. So here we are. So if you get any questions, pop in the chat. More than happy to answer them. Or if you just want to sit here and listen to me waffle bollocks, you can do that as well. I'm absolutely fine either way. By the way, let's address this one for you. It is, someone said a minute ago, I don't like my sales training. It's all right. You don't have to like my sales training. You know, one of the reasons that we do what we do is simply for the fact it's my Samuel L. Jackson theory. And everyone remembers Samuel L. Jackson, right? One cool ass mofo. Now, the reason that we use our Samuel L. Jackson theory is I think Samuel L. Jackson is one cool motherfucker. But he was cool because he didn't tell us he was a cool motherfucker. Now, I do the same theory, but with sales. We post a lot of sales training, sales content. And the reason being, the people that don't like the way that we sell wouldn't be a good fit to work with us. So if you watch it and you go, I don't like the way he sells, you aren't going to reach out. So it makes it easier. But then if I look at the clients that do well, we've just had a solar company that was doing amazingly well. They were doing 6 to 8 sales a day. They were really happy. They just broke 23 in a day and did 150,000 in a day. We've got other companies that join us that like what we do and they want the help, and they'll go from 30 grand a month to 200 grand a month. Another one from 50 grand a month to 500,000 a month. So those people like the way that we do things. They reach out, they get the benefits. But it's one of the big things I think everyone seems to get really overlooked on these little TV channels. This is what we're doing today. Right now, you guys here on Instagram, you guys here on TikTok, you guys on LinkedIn, you guys on Facebook, you guys on YouTube. These are all like mini TV channels. Do you know how good that is? Like as a business owner, but you can literally for half an hour that you've got free, hop on, have a conversation, speak to people. A lot of the time that will generate us leads. That will then generate us either more brand awareness or more clients. And it's free. I'm literally in my office at my house. I was at the beach a minute ago, windy, but I was at the beach. And then I can come in for a meeting. That meeting then doesn't need to happen. I'm drinking a lot of electrolytes today. And then I get to turn on a mini TV channel just like this. I go to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and just get to have conversations and get more awareness to what it is that we do. And this is the problem that a lot of people have. People only want to put themselves out there to the people that want to buy from them. But the problem you've got is until people know about you, they can't make a decision to either A, want to work with you, or B, not want to work with you. So we're going to filter in as many people as we can into this conversation. And the more people that come in, then they're going to make the thought process of either a big yay or a big, I think that's up the right way, nay. I've done that wrong way around. No, it's right. On whether they want to carry on and find out more, and they'll probably go to one of our free trainings. Or the people that say nay, they'll put a shitty comment in the comment and they'll leave or go about their life. Like either's completely fine. But actually, as you're growing and as you're trying to improve what you're doing, you need more people to get to know you. And I genuinely think it's one of the biggest hurdles is people resist doing things on social media because of the occasional troll that you're going to get. The person that's going to moan about the way you look, moan about my absolutely mental hair, moan about they don't like my voice, moan about they don't like my skills. Like, that's part of life. And every single one of us walking around on this planet, not everyone likes us. Like, but you can't let that be the reason to hold you back from doing the thing that you want to do. You can't not do something for the sake of someone that you don't know, doesn't like it. Because it's one of the reasons most people won't do anything. So we turn up when we get these opportunities, when we get a little gap in the diary, pop up and do a Q&A. Last week's Q&A, in the space of half an hour, we had, I believe it was about 1,600 people that went through that period. So that's 1,600 people which either didn't know me, but have had some exposure to me, already know me, which either moving closer to wanting to work with us or further away, or people that are already clients that get to see us a bit more. Like either way, it's a benefit. And instead of thinking of these as sort of social media, I genuinely urge everyone out there, start thinking of it like TV channels. If someone said they were going to give you a free advert on your local TV, most of us would take it. But it's actually what we get a huge amount of the time with social media. And the people that don't like us, the people who don't want to work with us, the people who don't vibe on what you're doing, weren't ever going to like your stuff anyway. My hair is mental, but they're not gonna like your stuff anyway. So the person, like, if you get someone who puts it in the comments here and be like, "Oh, I don't like your hair, I don't like your training," I'm like, "All right." So I haven't lost that person from my pipeline. I haven't lost that person from my eco life because they were never someone anyway that was going to work with us. But do you know what it does do? It does get noticed. The amount of times I will see someone at an event, or they'll come through as a live, or they'll come through as a lead, and we ask the same question: how long have you been following the content for? Typically, it's 6 months. So they've been seeing our content for 6 months, whether that was on TikTok, whether that's on Insta, whether that's on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. All of you at the moment, I'm talking at one point, and I'm on 5 different TV channels. So when you've got one with 5 views, doesn't matter. So it becomes really simple. What are you guys not doing that's actually holding you back? Because if you're at the stage now that you need more leads in your business and you don't have enough leads in your business, do enough people know about what it is you do? Are you getting out there enough to actually talk to the people that you can help? because that's where the desperation comes from in sales and selling, is there's not enough people out there that you're having good conversations with. That's what I reckon. What do I know? That's just my experience, and my experience for that just makes so much more sense for me. So, it's really down to you, what you think as well. But if you're tuning in, hey, Paul Stapleton, and if you've got any questions, anything you're not sure of, put them in the chat. If you're on Insta, hello. If you're on TikTok, hello. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, hello. Um, what are some of the stuff we're covering at the moment for a lot of people? We've just done an in-person event down in Southampton. There's a little in-person discovery day, and I made an actual genuine big realization is that the impact you can have in small groups is just far better. But like we do a one-to-one at the moment, unless I'm talking on stage. But by doing small groups, it's actually really helping people. So the one we did on the weekend, the weekend on Friday, was great. We got a small group of people in there, and we spent 6 hours just talking about their businesses. But what was really interesting was how much people opened up after the first hour because there was only a handful of other people in the room. And it really made me realize that actually every event that we do now, the discovery side, probably this year will be under 10 people in the room. Under 10. Because in that 6 hour window, I want to be at the stage that I can do hot seating with people, one to ones with people, or one to many, but just focus on them. So just talking about their business, getting into the weeds with them for 15, 20 minutes. So that we're actively talking about just them, their business, their pain points, their problems, putting their business under a bit of a microscope to really work out what they're doing, why they're doing it, how they're doing it to move forward. So we're doing the next one, 17th of April down in Southampton. And then we're going to start doing them further afield because it's such an important part of it. Is we're now at a stage that we are getting far more exposure to people. This is why these lives are important. It really is. Because people get used to seeing that you're live. I'll give you a prime example. Even if people don't see my LinkedIn live, on their screen, it will come up in the thing far further forward, Dave Angel's live. So if I'm coming live every day for half an hour and 8,000 people or a degree of those people are seeing that all the time, they get used to seeing that I show up, I show up, I show up. You guys sitting on TikTok, you guys sitting on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, same thing. You get used to seeing this stuff. And one thing I know is someone might pop in this now for the first time for 5 seconds. And then tomorrow they might pop in again for a minute. And then suddenly they've watched 4 or 5 times. The level of awareness that they're going to have with me at that point is far, 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 far greater. And it's really important. A lot of us out there, we want to get more sales, we want to get more business, we want to do all that stuff, but we're not actually giving people enough time to get to know us. They're just not. We're just expecting them to randomly buy our crap. Oh, yeah, okay, hello, nice to meet you first time, here's my money. That's not the way it's going to work. So we've got to be at this stage of we're actually helping people forward. So why we do live Q&As. Hey, Callum. Callum, pop a question in the chat. So Callum just said, not going to lie, I'm here for the straight knowledge and learning. Mate, I'm here for it. Ask a question. This is why we do this stuff, right? Is which is what we learned on Friday. The same questions when we asked people what they wanted from a day, big hurdles, big problems that they faced, were all very similar. It was all about how to improve my strategy, how to improve my process, how to get more confident, how to improve my skills. All that stuff makes a massive difference. And it's like we've got to the stage in life now where no one's prepared for us to learn. Like we're all caught in like expert mode. Rub my hands in. I was just looking to think. rubbed my hands, and now my hands are like all clammy, which I don't need. So this is why when we're having these conversations, why when we're going off and doing this stuff, it all becomes far easier because if we just consistently turn up over time, people get to have the exposure to what we're doing, it will suddenly become far easier. Like it doesn't need to be as complicated as people make it out to be. A lot of the time, we're trying to do the 30,000 foot glory moment stuff. When actually, what we really need to be doing is the lower level nurturing, bringing people through. That's actually what we need to be doing. And it's super important that we're doing that. Because if you're not, and you're just stagnating within the business, it's not going to help you in the slightest. And it's one of the things I see all the time. There we go. So if you get any questions, pop in the chat. We have got literally 4 more minutes, and then I've got another call to get on to for a client. So this is why we're dropping to do this stuff out there. Anyone but Callum says, thanks, Callum. My question is, how do you get so confident with speaking? It's not at all. So the big thing you're always going to have with speaking, so whether you guys are here on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, confidence comes when you've got a proof of ability. Now, there's a big jump between acting confidently and having confidence. Having confidence will come when you've got the proof of what you're doing. So, prime example, if I'm doing Zoom calls, if I'm doing face to face, if I'm talking on stage, I'm a wreck before I go on stage. I suffer with massive anxiety. I've missed one of my really good friends years ago weddings from high end anxiety. But it's actually about being deliberate about what you're doing. So if I'm nervous about something, if I'm not, I know that it's confident about something, own it. No, you don't have to be great. Like this is what we were saying earlier. If you're just starting out about speaking, just speak, go live, record videos, but don't expect to automatically make feel or think or feel great about it. Don't expect people to give you leeway. When I've gone live on here earlier, by the way, yeah, I don't know if anyone saw it. There was someone on there going, "Oh, the 1990s have called, they want to know, they want their sales training back or something." Some other guy moaned about my hair. My hair's a mess today. But if I only did things where my hair was great, probably wouldn't get much done because I'm just not that fussed at 45 whether my hair is perfect. So Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, no TikTok, then Instagram. It's one of the easiest things to do. Most of the stuff that we're putting off in our business, most of the things we're putting off on social media, they're actually things that we could just start doing. And they're all things that no one's going to make you do. No one's going to make you go live. No one's going to make you make that call. No one's going to make you show up. No one's going to make you go to that event. But you've got to start doing the deliberate actions to move you forward. Think of it another way. Let's say I want to be more confident as a speaker. I'll give you a prime example. This is what we did. I started posting more content on social media, even if I didn't like the look of it. So it wasn't a case I looked at it and said, "Do I want to post it?" I posted it and then went from there. I released a podcast. Our podcast did really, really well. I hit top 10 in 12 countries. Didn't expect that in the slightest. Amazing. Got more speaking gigs. Started speaking at events. Started going to events and putting my hand up. Because if you go, okay, when I get to this stage, I get nervous. Okay, well, what do you do to get past that stage? And we've all been at events, right, where people are talking, they fuck it up. Normal people don't care about that. Normal people just go, "Oh, unlucky, where it goes." It's only the knobheads in the life. Like, "Oh my god, you should have got it. Like, you messed it up." Doesn't matter. A lot of the time out there, we stop doing things in life because people we don't know and people we don't like might judge us, as if they're not judging us anyway. Like I know for a fact If I just walk down my high street, there will be people that don't like me. No, that's just life. So if you're living a life where you think everyone likes you, it's delusional anyway. But then on the flip side, if you know not everyone likes you, do the things that you want to do, as long as you're not hurting anyone, and you'll just get on with life and just get better and better and better and better over time. It's the same with you on Insta, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. And another side of this, if you do social media, by the way, and you worry that you're not going to get any views, if you get 0 views on a video, that means no one viewed it. Hey, so no one viewed it. So no one knows it exists. If you've got a video with 10 views, only 10 people have seen it, but only 10 people know it exists. The rest of the world don't even know it exists. So you literally have nothing to lose. So then you go, okay, what have I got to lose? Oh, everyone will know that I did a bad video. Well, if only 50 people saw it, only 50 people are going to know it exists. No one else in the whole planet knows. Flip side, if loads of people see it, then loads of people liked it. Great. I was trying to look at proportions of stuff. Like, for example, today we'll probably get over TikTok, Insta, I think so, around Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, 1,000, 1,500, maybe 2,000 people will view a half-hour, 40-minute stint on here. Out of those, I will probably get 8 to 10 people that will give me some shit. Not me on TikTok. Don't like your haircut. 1990s want your cell training back. Blah, blah, blah. You look like whatever it is. And they're the things that can sit in your head. But actually, what we need to be doing is start being deliberate action, having deliberate action with it. Like then, I just messed my life. I'm not trying to be perfect. Like no one's perfect. We need to stop having this facade as if we are. Most of us aren't. Most of us make a huge amount of mistakes all the time. But we're trying to paint a picture out to the world perfect. And we've got to stop. It doesn't make sense because we're not. Philip Wilson says, confident enough to speak to an audience, but I can't stop tripping over my words and losing thought. Okay. But think of your words there. Prime example. You said, confident enough to speak to an audience, but I can't stop tripping over my words. No, that's not the case. You wish you stopped tripping over your words more. It's not you can't. What about instead of thinking about, I need to fix this now, how about you just get 10% better over the next month? How about that? That's nice, Jules. Thanks. So anyone who's been sat on this, whether you're on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, I said to you earlier, that people watch stuff for months. Jules Draper just put, watched for a while now, taken quite a lot on board, so thank you. I mean, kitchen sales, but still find transferable skills. Yeah, mate, we work in like 19 industries: solar, flooring, heating, plumbing. We do so many different industries. I'm glad it helped. But this is what we were saying earlier, is people watch this stuff for months and months and months on end. It's such a big part of it. And like Phil said there, being confident enough to speak to an audience, but can't stop tripping over himself. Stop thinking you've got to be perfect. I mess up all the time. Do you know one of the big things I find is by talking on camera, you can actually see yourself better. I used to talk at 1,000 mile an hour, and I would talk like this, and all I would talk about. Now, am I perfect now? Hell no. But I slow down. I speak my words. Doesn't mean everyone likes what I say, but I also don't want everyone to like what I say. I'm not trying to be average to everyone. I want to find certain people that really resonate with what I talk about. I hate that word. And people that really connect with what we're talking about. The people that really connect with us probably want to work with us. Prime example. Let's say Jules Draper. This guy works in kitchen sales. He goes off, starts implementing what we do here for free. Gets an uplift in what he does. Maybe it's his business. He calls us up and wants our help. Or his boss turns around to him and says, hey, what's going on? I've been following this guy. Oh, we should get him in. That can turn into a client. The amount of clients that we get is probably 80 to probably 60, 70% come from social media. They don't have a big following. But we also don't need a massive amount of clients. Most clients spend whatever, 8 to 15 grand to work with us for sort of 3 to 6 months. So if we're bringing in 5 clients a week, it's a great business model. If you go live for an hour a day and you get a lead a day and 50% of them turn into clients, it's a really good business model. But on top of that, you're also getting awareness to all those other people. And while I'm talking to you here, I'm talking to you here, and I'm talking to you three people on StreamYard. You've got Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn all on that one camera. And then you guys are on here and you guys are on here. It doesn't take me more effort, really, to talk on 5 cameras and 5 platforms than it would one. But it also means when this has only got 3 and that one's got 30 and that one's only got 1 and that one's got 40, it levels out what you're doing. And also own who you are. I think it's a real overlooked part. Each one of us on here. Hey, Sonny. Each one of us, we are unique in our own way. And your uniqueness is your strength. Some people out there that don't like you will say it's a weakness. They don't like you. So listen to them. Now, everyone out there has got strength. Everyone out there has got a unique thing about them. Everyone out there has got something good going on. And you've got to lean into that more, guys. Like you can't spend all the time trying to please everyone out there. In the same way, you can't go and sell everyone you talk to. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't want to. You should be at the stage that you're just becoming 1% incrementally better every single day. That's the big thing you need to focus on. And just keep getting better. And when you focus in on that, everything gets better. 4 minutes and I've got to go. I've got a call. My call got pushed back to 4 past. So if anyone's got any questions, put them in the chat and then we're going to hop off. And I'm going to carry on my day because I've got a call at 2:15 till 3, 3:30 to 4, and then 4:15 to 4:05. We can call it for the day. So if you've got a question, pop it in the chat for now. And if not, we will let you all get on. Right, I'm going to finish wrapping up you guys first. So Instagram, we'll see you later. Have a good day. TikTok, see you later. Have a good day. If I can end it. I'll go to TikTok one. A big fat sausage finger. There you go. You guys, see you later.